Bill, are you ready for the next band we're going to talk about tonight?
Yes, what is it?
Well, as I was mentioning, my dear friend Andrew, who shout out to you, asked us to talk about Muse tonight. I can go off on this because Muse is one of those bands that I'm actually more familiar with than you, I'd say.
Yeah, I only really know one song by them.
Okay, that's fine. So here's the dealio, kids. If you were not aware of Muse, get on bandwagon. Muse is probably one of the biggest as of right now, but their first out, they have 4 studio albums from 2001, 2003, 2006, and 2009. This band is a great band. They have so many great songs. I'm just going to pull up their thing really quick. Origin of Symmetry. They have Absolution. They also had Black Holes and Revelations. And The Resistance in 2009, and then they've released a couple other albums as well in the decade that followed. But we're gonna talk about really quick, just a few of them. I personally, I only know so many albums by them, so much. But Muse is a really great band. They are just very alternative, very progressive, very hard, but they're kind of like their own thing in their own sense, if you will. I'm a big fan of. I really like them a lot, truthfully, but. Or if the albums you want to get to know yourself with Muse are Origin of Symmetry, which is a fantastic, awesome. You want to get to know or get to know is Black Holes and Revelations from 2006. This album had the song Nights of Sidonia. I don't know if you know this one, Bill, or not, but like it had the song Nights of Sidonia on it. The album appeared on one of the top albums before You Must Die thing. Supermassive Black Hole. It's really a solid album overall. And it was released in 2006. So when people say, well, rock is dead. Oh my God. Shut up. It's not dead. Literally, Muse, this album went like quadruple platinum or whatever. Like, let me just make sure. It sold over 5 million copies worldwide, and it's got 11 songs on it. That shows you how good rock and roll is, ladies and gentlemen. But
JT, rock is dead. It's all pop now.
Well, it's not dead by default, ladies and gentlemen. In the 2000s, rock was not a strange thing. But full disclosure, rock in the 2000s was not surprising. It was around. It was just not the center of attention, as it was, let's say, in 2000 and back, truthfully. And that's just the given flow of culture and whatnot. It's still the ditch where a lot of artists do their digging. But it's funny how I've gone on record and say this, rock in the 2000s, like literally Muse and the Killers, they're huge in Europe. Huge. Rock and roll is the dominant music in Europe. Across the continent of Europe, rock and roll is the dominant music over there. Not pop, not hip hop. It's all rock and roll. Even in South America, truthfully. A lot of them listen. Like you can go on the record.
We're universal now, people.
Damn right we are, ladies and gentlemen. But rock and roll is not like a dead by any dead meaning like when people say, "Oh, it's dead," nothing charts. Well, okay, you have an argument there, but at the same time, is Kiss Metallica still selling out so many people listening to these songs on Spotify? Yes. So why are you saying it's dead? What are you talking about? It's a stupid press release thing that got like super hyped up, whatever. Rock is not dead. And Muse is a great testament of that, truthfully. Well, I will never. It's not dead. It's just, frankly, it's not. So his basement saying, well, listen, everyone, that is a lie. You are incorrect. It is not. You are not right by any stretch of the imagination. Just saying. Back to Muse. Muse had a lot of success in the early 2000s as well because of albums like Black Holes and Revelations, like Origin of Symmetry, like one second, I gotta find it. Absolution. Like they are one of the biggest bands in the world, and they started in the 2000s. Oh, rock is dead, right? No, Muse literally had like a ton of success there. Absolution was in by Muse again, huge successful album. Come on, and it sold like, and they're one of the biggest selling bands out there too. They have so much success nowadays too. It's ridiculous. Stockholm Syndrome, hysterical. Guys, if you have not heard Muse, if you have not heard any of their albums, get on it. They are just that good of a band, that good of an artist. They have so much great music, and they're from England as well. How can I leave that part out too? I know I just went off on a little bit of a Muse tangent. I really like them quite a bit. They are honestly really talented. They're very creative. They have a good mindset as well. They're very creative as well.
I actually got a funny Muse story, and this involves my good friend and colleague on the Sports Insanity podcast, Lawrence Patchman Lang. Patch, shout out to you, my good friend. When we were in college, I remember I said, yeah, man, Muse. He goes, Bill, it's Muse. I'm like, no, Muse. Go, Muse. You have to put emphasis on the U. Muse. Okay, then. JT, Muse.
I'm a big. I'm not the biggest Muse fan, I should say that, but I do like them quite a bit. Like, there's enough songs by them that I really like.
Be victorious. Come on.
Knights of Sidonia is a bop. It's an awesome song. Just saying, everyone. Oh, rock is dead. No, it's not. You're wrong. Pull up your pants. Anyways, I digress. Muse, great band overall.